What's going on, guys? My name is Jesse. I'm the owner of Infamous Aero Co. I'm currently building an R32 sedan. It's going to be a full carbon wide body. In this video, you're going to see us building up some of the foam work, sanding it nice and smooth, getting everything ready for the molding process. We're also working on some carbon fiber overlays for a very good friend of mine. You'll see some progress on those pieces as we make our way through. I'm also doing some interior parts for my Skyline. Also going to introduce you guys to a brand new splitter that we've been coming out with, indestructible splitter. We did some product testing in this video as well. We got a lot of sanding ahead of us to get this wide body ready for driven in May. Let's get to it. Alright guys, so as we get a little bit closer, I'm starting to dial in the body lines. I'm going to be bringing the front down very slightly just to keep it nice and level, and then we'll hopefully get this trunk line through the light, and that will be where the actual ridge of the wide body sits. So I've taken out a lot of the beef in this area. This section right here is still a little bit too beefy for me. You can see right here, it kind of bulges out, which I'm not a huge fan of. So I picked up some of this lime green paint. I'm just gonna test it out on this front inlet I made and just see if my idea is worth following through with. Guys, so it looks like plans have changed slightly, and we're actually going to be doing a turbo swap on the R32 as well. I'm going to be trading my friend Charles a little bit of carbon fiber overlays for some of the turbo parts needed to do the swap. That's what we're going to be doing right now, is getting started on these carbon parts. So if you don't already know who Charles is, he is one of my oldest friends, and he has one of the craziest R33s in probably all of Canada. I'll put his IG right here if you want to go check out that build. So these are two of the pieces. There's 6 pieces total. These are the auto select front canards. He's modified them a little bit just to make them kind of his own design. And we're going to be adding the carbon overlay to the top side and the bottom side. Kind of a double project. What's going on, guys? It's a beautiful day here in Calgary. I'm gonna fill you in on a little bit of what we're doing today. So far, we've already picked up our material for our new splitters. We are coming out with a V2 splitter. It is an indestructible splitter, which means it's 100% winterproof. Those will be dropping pretty soon. We're just kind of going through the prototype phase right now, making sure we know exactly what cars we want and how the fitment looks, and just getting all the prototypes dialed in. Here's actually a sample set of side skirts and front splitter on Jordan's car, so you can see it's much thicker. The splitter actually has a lot of substance to it. Huge improvement, and I'm really excited to drop these. Secondly, today we got Taylor here. He's working on a diffuser for me, building a Supra for one of my customers. We've been in the shop for a few months now, and we still haven't got a front signage and all that business stuff set up. So that's kind of what we're doing over the next little bit, figuring out what type of sign we want, what we want the front of our kind of display area to look like. We're gonna get this place looking a lot nicer and a lot more private. We don't want people peeking in and snooping around and kind of knowing what we're up to unless we want them to. Get this front looking proper. This is all like residue from the previous terrible tint job that was on these windows, and Jordan just spent a total of probably 5 hours peeling it all off. So yeah, thanks, man. Alright guys, working on the carbon pieces. So far, we are just trimming them down, doing a little bit of a sand, making sure they're nice and flat before we move on to the next resin coat. Steering column cover is gonna turn out really good. All right, so canards are trimmed and I sanded all the edges, did a little bit of a flat sand, and now we're ready to move on to the final resin coat. Should start to look pretty good on this next resin layer.
All right, quick intermission. Let's see what you got here, Jesse.
Oh yeah, V2 splitters, baby.
Oh my.
Yeah, fresh from paint. We gotta find a better way to transport them.
All right, so a couple of the splitters that we got back in. Up front here is gonna be our Focus RS. Behind that's gonna be our VA, WRX, and STI. Behind that, this one's a new gen Velociter splitter. And the farthest back is our Civic Type R, that'd be an FK8. This is gonna be the actual visible difference between the surface finishes. This one being our satin finish, adds a nice kind of matte finish to the splitter. And this one would be our gloss / piano black finish. Both look absolutely amazing. Just preference on what you like on your car.
V2 splitter setup on this Velociter, looking really good. Nice and thick. Looking for the optional splitter rods. Alright guys, so we're gonna go product test the V2 splitter, smash it into some snowbanks, and try to prove to you guys that it is in fact winterproof. Alright guys, so we just went drifting last night. I just walked into the shop. I was not here for this. We went to test the V2 splitters and they got tested. Every single bolt on the V2 splitter is still intact. The whole splitter itself is still good. Look at that. You can see some scraping on here on the bottom. So you know the splitter took a pretty solid impact right on this corner, but the fact that it's still in one piece is seriously impressive. All right guys, that is it for the video. Thank you all for watching. If you want to pick up a hoodie or anything else you saw in the video, head to the website infamousmime.com and be sure to pick one up. We also got V2 splitters available up there right now. If you guys are interested in becoming a demo car for one of the V2 kits, send me an email at this email right here. We're looking forward to working with lots of you guys in the near future. I'm gonna try to keep up with videos. We're gonna try to pump one out every week. Life is crazy building this business, so I can't promise anything, but I'm gonna do my best. So make sure you guys hold me accountable to that. So here's the few of the pieces I did already. These two pieces are done, as well as a lot of the center console there. We're currently pulling out this section, so we're gonna do that part, and eventually the full dash. It's gonna be pretty crazy and very over the top, so stick around for that. And last but not least, just a reminder guys, these are the last of the 323 shift knobs, so head to the website and pick one of these up before they're gone for good. All right guys, that is everything. Thank you for watching, and hopefully we'll see you next week. By the way, we've got a huge announcement next week. If you follow us on Instagram, you will have already seen it. It's crazy. I can't wait to show you guys.